for watching. I'm Margot Kinberg, and this is In the Spotlight, a closer look at a crime novel. Some crime stories are light, even funny. They may still have very interesting mysteries, but they have that light touch that can be a welcome change if you've been reading noir or darker novels lately. Let's take a look at a story like that today and turn the spotlight on A.G. Barnett's novella, A Rather Inconvenient Corpse. Lord Hugo Bingham and his valet Gladstone have traveled from Oxford to take a seaside holiday. One night, Lord Hugo gets involved in an altercation with a man who he believes cheated at a card game. The next morning, a body is found not far from Lord Hugo's hotel room. The police are called and Inspector Bunch questions Lord Hugo. It seems a little too hard to believe that Lord Hugo would have come back to his hotel room the night before and not noticed the body. But both Lord Hugo and Gladstone insist that he was probably too drunk to notice, and that there is no evidence that he's the killer. Then, Lord Hugo gets a telegram from his mother, who sends word that she is coming to spend a few days with him at the seaside resort. To Lord Hugo, anything would be preferable to that. So he and Gladstone decide to try to find out the truth about the dead man so that they can leave before Lord Hugo's mother arrives. The murder victim has been identified as Freddie Slater, and he is definitely the same man Lord Hugo remembers from the card game. But it's soon discovered that this isn't the real Freddie Slater. Now, Lord Hugo and Gladstone will have to find out who was really killed, who Freddie Slater really is, and how the body ended up where it did. And they'll have to do it before Lord Hugo's mother comes to visit. So what are the elements in this story? What keeps it going? This is a light, often funny story. Readers who like humor in their crime fiction will appreciate that, and yet it's not a comic caper or a slapstick story. Because it's a lighter story, there's no explicitness, not even in the language used. Readers who prefer clean crime fiction with no grit will appreciate that. The story takes place in the 1920s. The seaside setting, the hotel, and the customs reflect that era. It's a time when anyone who had the means escaped the summer heat of the city and stayed at a seaside hotel. Another element in the story is the relationship between Lord Hugo and Gladstone. Far from being obsequious, Gladstone more or less manages both his life and Lord Hugo's. He always remembers to be properly respectful, but he has a way of getting Lord Hugo to accept his ideas. And I can say without spoiling the story that it's really Gladstone who puts the pieces of the puzzle together. For his part, Lord Hugo is no fool. He's smart, but he knows quite well how dependent he is on Gladstone. He's grateful, and although he's the employer, he listens to his valet and treats him respectfully. Inspector Bunch is a solid, reasonably intelligent police officer and not a buffoon, and both Lord Hugo and Gladstone treat him appropriately. The story is told in third person, past tense, mostly from Lord Hugo's point of view, so we follow him as the story progresses. A Rather Inconvenient Corpse is a light, funny, old-fashioned whodunit. It features a 1920s seaside setting, a perplexing mystery, and a pair of amateur sleuths who have their own motive to solve the case quickly. This has been In the Spotlight. I'm Margot Kinberg. Thanks for watching.